Yeah, olive juice. Jealous. Or they could say, oh, why am I jealous of being 400 pounds? Ma'am, you're like 350, okay? So, and you're uglier.
Hey Lunchables, so Foodie just released a live that I know by the time I actually end up reacting and putting it out, a lot of people will have reacted to and kind of said their bit and probably said what I would have said anyway. So I thought, why not? Let's go into the past, let's retro react for a second and have a look at the video that I think is possibly one of her most viral videos. And I know that's quite impressive with some of the awful things she said, but I basically ended up editing this and I never reacted to it. I just did the edit and kind of for some reason it just sat there. So I thought this would be a good time to have a look.
But now, like every single thing that was wrong with her is because she's old, okay? Like she has kidney disease and she's like, if you see pictures of her, she's suffering. All for your entertainment, all to piss me off, and I'm unaffected. You're not gonna bother me. I've come to terms with what happened, but that doesn't stop me from pointing out your stupid hypocrisy. All right? If you want to suck the somebody who's a dumbass and lying to you, that's your problem, not mine.
Imagine thinking that somebody is intentionally hurting an animal just to get back at you. How much do you have to think of yourself to think that that's what somebody would do? Most normal people would never do that. You are the exception, obviously, because you love hurting animals, don't you? We've seen your past. But yeah, most normal people wouldn't do that, no matter how much they hate you, Chantal.
And I still look 100 times better than that fat goblin. Disgusting, ugly goblin. Ugliest person on the internet, so whatever.
And now she's using the insult goblin because she's been told it's anti-Semitic, so she loves using it even more.
Don't even entertain them. That's what they want. They need it. They need it for content. They have no life. They have no life. They provoke you, and then when you act ugly back, they're like, oh, oh. Well, too bad. I'll say what I want. Like, if I want to defend myself once in a while, I will. Whatever. Whatever, Toys R Us. Here come the Islam police. I don't care. Is she a good Jewish person? Does she do Shabbos? No, she doesn't. So kiss my. They're all seething with jealousy. They're so pathetic because every single thing they predicted and their dumb conspiracies is wrong. I'm in Kuwait. I'm in Kuwait. What are you gonna do? Huh?
The VIB sitting there and saying that we're really jealous is just fantastic because they know that it feeds her. So yeah, we're really jealous, Chantal. Honestly, I wish I could be in a country where I can't even go out in the daytime and my husband doesn't want to be seen with me and I have to go to the hospital every week even though I can't afford it because I'm making barely any money on my career and I have to keep popping back to Canada just so that I can take advantage of the healthcare system. I am so jealous. I'm also super jealous that I'm not morbidly obese so that when I go shopping for clothes I can't even find anything, so I have to specially order stuff in because nobody has ever been this big in a hijab. You literally look like a puckered up.
Ugh, I hate them. Anyway, I'm done venting. It's not worth it. I don't want to talk about. I don't want these stupid people in my space. Like, period. Oh, I'm aggressive, but her cackling like a witch for 3 hours, calling me a bitch, everything else, and my mama is okay. Her, she's got her karma with that. Goodbye. Yeah, I have every right to defend myself. I don't care if you're bothered. Then unsubscribe. I don't care. Go kiss her ass. I don't care.
Why don't you take your own advice though? You said that anyone that doesn't like what you're saying can unsubscribe. Why are you watching FFG for 3 hours? That's a bit weird, isn't it? You don't like what she's saying. Maybe just, stop watching.
If anyone who was once a follower and supporter here is now over there, you never were a supporter, so goodbye. I don't care.
Or they've just had their eyes open to what a completely evil person you are that is happily raised and abuses animals constantly. Speaking of animals, is your cat spayed yet?
Then they're like, why are you talking? I know. They're friggin' mental. I can't have people like that in my space anyway. Dumb people piss me off and I rage, yes. Well, what old Chantal Mother D? I mean, I'm still Chantal, but I'm like, yeah, I've moved on in life, you know? I swear, like people, like 2,000 people who are in my chat are over there now.
And you absolutely hate that, don't you? The fact that people are over there supporting her because you're an awful person and everybody's found out. You hate the fact that you've got no money coming in and that she's got all the money now. It must really, really annoy you.
Because they want me, they want to keep discussing the old miserable me where I was being a and I was on and I was miserable. That's never going to be my life again. Even if I go back to Canada, I'm not taking my hijab off. I'm not going to go back to that life. Never, never, ever.
You monetized your abuse and you guilted people into giving you money and you made them feel sorry for you. That is how you made your money. Do you not understand that you're an awful person for doing that? Don't try and get people to feel bad for you. You dropped the case, remember? You lied. Get over it.
No, I'm okay, Mother D. I'm just pointing out the BS of other people. This has nothing to do with me at all, you know?
And yet she's going to spend another 20 minutes talking about it. I just don't understand. If it's nothing to do with you and your life's so good, why would you be sitting in front of a computer screen and reacting to things that you don't care about?
I've already explained BBJ's pads. Why did FFG dog for anxiety?
FFG's dog died from separation anxiety and from a broken heart. Your cat was allowed to have 5 of its nails grow into its paw pads, and you wanted to put it down because it would be easier than paying for what needed to be done. You never cared for your cat. That's the difference. You were gallivanting in Kuwait with your new man, showing it off and showing how happy you were, and you could not care less about your pet. But this isn't the first time, is it, that you've let claws grow into paw pads, Chantal?
People only focus on that. I've had the cat for 20 years, and this one incident was an oversight when I was away. Her nails grew long because she's old. Sam's nails were fine.
Because the vet had made quite clear that older cats' nails will grow quicker and that you need to keep an eye on them more. So, of course, Sam's nails were okay. He was sick.
Okay, so shut the fuck up. They are toxic. They're gonna have no channel soon anyway. So enjoy this rage while you can, because you're not gonna have a channel soon. Bitch. You're not gonna have one.
Threatening someone's channel and inciting others to report said channel is not a very clever idea, is it?
And if you think you're gonna get away with what you did with the cat, just watch. Just watch.
I would love to see a compilation of Chantal threatening people and going, just watch, just watch. You'd be watching forever and nothing ever happens.
I am proud, Rhonda. I'm very happy where I am in life. I would rather than go back to the life I had before. Thank you. When you were emotionally suffering, now that you're living a high life and happy. Exactly. Exactly. French fried squealing pig. That's what she sounds like. Squealing pig. It's funny that she has the nerve to call anyone a pig. I've never seen someone so ugly inside and outside as her, ever in my life.
You say she's ugly and vile, yet she's the one with all the support, so what does that make you? She saved a cat that you wanted to murder. Just remember that, honey.
Ignore everything she does. She's violent, abusing BBJ. Guarantee she fucking hates me. So she's, if number one, she lied to people blatantly, but that's okay, right? That's okay. She has a cat. She's probably mistreating it. It looks starving.
As the woman that just used to throw food all over the floor and never clean up her bowls and let her boyfriend use the cat.
But the same people just who ignore that now were giving me so much shit. And those people don't matter, so who cares? But giving me shit for starving BBJ.
You mean like the time that you left the house to go see Koki and you'd left no food for BBJ? So Pete's told people on his live. So you call him Pete's a liar now?
More defamation. Like, you better pray I never go to Canada and sue your ass, because I have so much, so much.
So much what? So many taxes that you owe? So many problems with your body? So many lies that you keep telling people?
Oh my god, it's insane. Like, just shut the fuck up. I seemed happier in Canada? No, not at all.
At least when you were in Canada, you used to dance around and sing and try on clothes and actually look like kind of happy some of the time. Now you just look so sad. You're just so desperate for people to believe that you're happy because one man has claimed you.
Not at all. I don't know what gave you that idea. I don't know what gave you that idea. I'm sure I could come up with some clips of me crying every other day. Do you guys forget that or what? Your life is you. You're living it up with Sella and traveling around the world. Exactly. I don't exactly. Like, the only thing she can do is go live and rage like a pig. She rages like a pig, and then friggin' Miss Wig over there does it for free now. I love that for you. Not getting paid to be a friggin' piece of crap. Love it.
The difference is, sweetness, that this is a side thing for most of us, a hobby, something we do when we're bored. This is your job and you're not even clearing $1,000 a month. Think about that.
Cry seeing that pic of BBJ. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Did you cry seeing the claws growing into her paw pads as well, or did you not even bother looking because you're so far up her up?
Hi, Just AIDS. Are you kidding? If that was me showing a picture like that, they would be like, you know, disgusting. Disgusting people. You're not going to affect me. After this, I'm ignoring your asses. Goodbye. Keep raging about dumb shit you make up. People believe lies. None of it's true. Eventually, you're going to look stupid as your channel will be irrelevant. See ya. I can't wait for that day.
It sounds like you were foreshadowing your own channel.
The fashion show, yeah. I love how she's like, I'm at a fatty fashion show. Excuse me, ma'am. Every single fat woman, and you were fat too, egg on legs. Every single fat woman there by me was so much prettier than you in every single way. Every single way. Better dressed, prettier face, everything. Everything. No, she doesn't have a boyfriend. Imaginary. She just lies. Like, she's a pathological liar. When I was on the phone with her one day, she told me she had like a black belt. She's such an idiot. She's one of those people who have like nothing, so she tries to like assimilate her life to like bits of other people's lives. Like, ugh. Anyway, enough of that loser. That's what she. This is exactly what she wants. Imagine living your life hoping that someone will rage at you or address you, give you a bit of attention so they can have content. Losers.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but the most views you get is when you're talking about reaction channels. Maybe you should have a think about that.
I don't flex having a man, but if you're gonna come for me in my relationship when you make up a man, yeah, I'm gonna point that out. I don't really. What makes me rage the most is how these people are so dumb and don't see any of it.
The only reason that FFG came into your life was to help you because you were dating an abuser and she was trying to help you and protect you. And all you did was throw it back into her face and give him her number. So you've been awful to her. She's now saved your cat instead of you. You really should be thanking this woman.
People miss the old you. Well, that's good for them, you know, because when it was the old me, people were freaking out every day, giving me You need to change your life. You need to get away from the whole abuser. You need to stop the drugs. You know, I wish you would just do something else other than just sit there on wheelchairs. And now that I'm halfway across the world, happily married to somebody who's not an abusive piece of shit, now it's all, oh, we see all of you and all crickets. Well, goodbye. I don't care. I don't care. I have no problem rebuilding an audience. I have no problem continuing to do me. And if you don't like it, I don't care.
Sorry to repeat myself for anybody that watches my other videos, but I don't get why she's still doing it. If she's really this unhappy, why is she still doing it? She's obviously broke and just won't admit it. Her husband doesn't make any money, so she's got to keep doing this because otherwise what else can she do? She's not good at anything. But the fact that she belittles anybody that actually sticks around and does support her, just, I don't get it. There's no logic to it. It's like she wants to suffer.
Please flex about Salah. They deserve it. Yeah, they were all wrong about him. He's just another nattered. He's just going to leave you at the airport. He's just like... None of what they say is true, and that's why they're mad. I love it. Stay mad.
Babes, we're not mad, we're laughing. He is a rapist who is into scat play. You can keep him, thanks.
Your hardcore haters don't even have a passport. Facts. Facts. All FFG's prediction, when she's mad your life is better than hers. Thanks, misinformation. Exactly. She has BBJ hostage in her little smoke hole, and she thinks her life is better inventing a man.
It's funny you bring up inventing a man when that's all you did when you were in Canada and you were literally paying men to touch you. I mean, that's got to be really embarrassing when you think about it. How pathetic is that? And the fact that you've got an unspayed cat that you smoke daily in the same room as, and you think you can bring up something like that, which isn't even true.
My skin is like blotchy, but whatever. I have to get some Lush. I have to get some Lush because, like, you know. And I'm happy to hear that Lush stands with Palestine, so I'm definitely supporting them. Let's just live our lives. I'm not going to Canada, so get that out of your heads.
Unless you need urgent medical care that you can't afford in Kuwait because you're too broke, so you have to go back to Canada and take advantage of their medical care that they offer, even though you should really have been paying taxes to be able to get that medical care. But yeah, no, apart from that, you won't.
Like, if you're waiting for that, you're going to be waiting forever. Yeah, olive juice. Jealous. Oh, they can say, oh, why am I jealous of being 400 pounds? Ma'am, you're like 350, okay? So, and you're uglier, so I don't know. Food. Julia. She's fighting. I don't know where she is. Okay, so I have some onion rings and some garlic dip. I cry now. You don't get to see it? Sure. Where's your proof of that, Caitlin?
Why would I protect you when you've done nothing but, like, kill me? Oh my god. He cheated on me.
Trust me, if I was unhappy with how I am, person, you would see some semblance of it.
Delusion and narcissism can be very powerful. Even the worst people can think they're good people.
But keep trying, keep wishing that someone would be crying. Makes you a nice person. So you're demonetized from one platform, so you're gonna desperately go and try and talk about me on other platforms? Like, what's there to talk about? You are all more pathetic than me. Like, let's analyze. You're living with your mother, and instead of taking your kid to the park, you talk shit to me. Enough said. Like, please. Emily, I've lost a little bit of weight, actually, but thank you.
Can we all agree as a group that if you lose weight due to being ill, or if you lose weight due to untreated diabetes, that's not a win? Can we all agree that now?
My stream is hateful, but it's a response to the hateful streams about me. Gotcha, Anonymous. Okay. I didn't know you had to be only people who defend themselves are unhappy, or what? You're all hoping I get my karma? Everyone else is getting their karma. How many hate channels have been demonetized? Teardrop! I always stood behind you and always will. Thank you, Teardrop! I love you so much.
How long did Missy Moo last? Like 5 years? So how long does that mean Teardrop's got left? Because she ain't making it to 5 years.
Thank you! It's bigger than Julia! It's so good, Teardrop. I know her sweet voice while she's like fat shaming. Like, oh my god, you guys, like, can you believe the size of her hand? It's shocking. Like, and you think that YouTube is gonna monetize that crap? Like, really? You think you have content that's worth being monetized? Please.
Says the person who is literally being paid to overeat and fart on camera.
I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to be more conscious, like.
You mean rather than being like nearly unconscious, which you were for the last week because that illness kicked your ass and you didn't do anything about it?
I don't talk about politics, but I'm 100% in full support of Palestine. 100. And yeah, I know I'm here swearing sometimes and going off. I know people typically here in Kuwait don't do that on social media, but they're also not from a place, they don't have vultures coming after them and trying to defame their character and going off on them every chance they get, you know? So I guess that makes me unique. Stay mad, because you're just going to keep being wrong about my life. You know nothing. And that's it. There's no proof of babies being... That's a lie. It's called propaganda from Western media. That's been debunked. I reposted that on my TikTok. Thank you very much. We have not seen one baby. No parents have come out and claimed that at all. So
I genuinely have nothing clever or funny to say here because reacting that way to such disgusting news is vile.
Thank you. They will twist every word. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I've been canceled how many times by these idiots? I don't care. They don't know. They're probably so ignorant on the whole situation. They don't even know anything. Just like they're experts all of a sudden on Islam. Just like they're experts all of a sudden on Kuwait law. Just like they're expert. Like, they can shove it. I don't care. Oh, and Goblin is not being Islamophobic when she says things like alhamdulillah. Please, please check yourself. My early reactions. My husband's hot. Thank you. He's so sweet. Thank you. Yes, he's the handsomest man. Handsomest man. And the nerve of the Goblin to body shame him when she looks like friggin' SpongeBob. Are you kidding? God, no, she looks like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the villain in it. Francis. I have your cat, Pee-wee. Like, seriously, she's like the villain in Pee-wee, but instead of the bike being stolen, it's BBJ. I love when your mama calls out Breeze and it's hilarious. On a dark tie highway. Thank you, Curly Girly. Yeah, when he calls her out, she just looks more and more pathetic. Yeah, I love it. That's called karma. When you sit and make a channel talking crap about the same person every day, all day, what do you think is going to happen to you? So yeah, I'm rubbing it in your face. Squealing pig, me too. Ugh. I don't know how people listen to that. I don't. Teardrop! No idea. She does it for free. I know, imagine doing all this for free. Never. They all really just wait for me to break TOS. Like, they don't break TOS every single day. Like, please give me a break. We hate you, so we want you off YouTube, not realizing that your whole channel is about me. So what would that leave you with? What are you going to do content about? Are you going to grow some a pair and do vlogs of yourself other than going and stalking Cornwall and using Shannon? Is that what you're going to do? Showing up at a... Did you get invited to be a model at the modeling show? No, you're a loser who went and tried to crash it. Like, if I wish I could go back in time and get her kicked the F out. Oh, that would be funny. I would record that.
And then you would have lied to everyone and said how busy it was and how many people loved what you were wearing when in fact they asked you to remove the video because they were embarrassed to have you associated with their company.
Content, she literally reads your comment section. Let's see what Twitter's saying about FoodieBeauty. And who are the people of Twitter talking crap? Have you ever seen them in real life? Have you ever? You know, and people used to condemn me for smoking around BBJ once in a while. Meanwhile, she smokes 5 packs, otherwise she wouldn't sound like she has emphysema stage 5.
Says the person that was in her bed last week laying down and couldn't even hardly breathe to speak.
She's just pure trash. Yep, it's funny she makes fun of Cornwall people as being trash, but she's pretty much just NDG trash herself. You get nauseous from FF squealing pig. She doesn't also have the nerve to make her own content. Exactly. No, she did like a stupid drive one time in her minivan. I hope animal control visits do teardrop. If any people want to report it, go for it.
Well done for inciting hate on somebody that saved the life of a cat that you wanted to murder. Please remember that.
How do the people know so much about my family? Because they are very psychotic and have no life and just try to dig into people's lives.
Sorry, I'll translate this for you. This is, I had no content when I first started doing YouTube, so I started talking about my family and telling everybody everything, and now people use it against me because I'm an awful person.
I've been watching for years and never once seen anything of why people are horrible to you. Thanks, Teardrop. On your anniversary, I met you on October 2nd. Wow, Ghostface. Mashallah. Thank you. Wait, my weight is none of your business, trifle. What does that have to do with anything? Every time someone gets mad at what I'm saying, you're fat. So, who cares? So are you.
You don't think being fat is an insult, yet you say it to everybody who you hate, so it doesn't really make any sense. So does that not just translate that you actually hate yourself?
Oh, you think I lost weight in Thailand? I don't care. Sorry. I mean, I don't care whatsoever about my weight right now. Goodbye, desert highway. Loser. Go suck some more of FFG's ass. Your dad must be proud. Yeah, he is. Okay.
He's proud that his daughter is an animal-abusing racist, so that just makes him as bad as you, I guess.
If those channels you claim to hate didn't talk about you, you would lose the drama. What? I thought so too much better. See these type of comments from idiots like this? You should go to Gaza. Like, no brains whatsoever. I could never. Nothing hates me more than you people hate yourself, and that's obvious. If I was them, imagine being FFG. Would you not hate yourself? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. No, they don't get me down, Kina. The only thing that gets to me is the hypocrisy that's when I rage and call it out. But I don't rage compared to how these people rage every day. That's what the hypocrisy is. It's like pretty ironic, wouldn't you say, that this person like will spend 3 hours on a live stream bitching and moaning the same thing. Anyway, she's like honestly like a good review away from losing her channel. Don't worry, it's coming.
This is why I absolutely adore Retro Reacts, because you know what's happened after the video in the like weeks and months afterwards, and you know that nothing happened, and yet again she didn't get away, and it's so good.
Boozing got demonetized. Hamster with the weird fuck eyebrows got demonetized. FFG's next. See you. And believe me, when that happens, we're going to throw the biggest party and rub it in. Trust me on that. It's not political as Muslim. I support, for sure I support Palestine. I don't care how many supporters I lose over that. I'm not the person to just shut my mouth for just to save face. I'm not a coward. I don't hide like everyone else. This isn't raging, I know. She's raging, and they get all hyper and like excited about it. Oh yeah, go on the front line, Randy. What do you have? Did your hair dye? Did you bleach your brain in the process of dyeing your hair? Am I a effing military? No. You apparently have to go on the front line and battle the enemy in order to have an opinion. Okay, nice brain job you have there.
You just told someone they should go to Gaza because they didn't agree with you. Now you're saying the opposite. It makes no sense.
This is one thing I'll never understand, why and how people can be such a-holes to online on others. There's so much hate in this world. I know, Jody, because there's just evil people. Like, these people are just sad, disgusting humans with no life. Like, when you have no life and you hate yourself, you take out your anger on everyone else.
You've literally just described yourself here. Do you not, like, actually hear things when you say them?
Waiting for the day you get a hobby, that'll be hella content. Are you kidding, Miss Holler? Bull crap. You want to see me crafting? I don't even like crafting. That's not me, sorry. No, my hobby's food. I want to do cooking videos. I like making stupid, ridiculous little cartoons. I don't like freaking crocheting. I don't like doing anything. Okay, so I'm not talking about politics, but I'm like just saying who I'm in support of. That's all. Imagine having a channel where you have nothing else to talk about. Imagine you are not interesting enough as a person, like, to get any views on your own. Like, that's embarrassing. That's gonna be a wake up call for sure.
So what you're saying is reaction channels aren't interested enough to get their own views. How come then, whenever we react to your content, a lot of us get more views than you do? Do you think maybe it's because listening to you without commentary is torture?
Don't let random weirdos get to you. They don't, Tiffany. I have no problems with my looks whatsoever. People on Twitter apparently like try to like analyze. They did this to Amber Lynn, and I made a comment about that so long ago. They were like making fun of the line on her teeth where it comes in her mouth. Like, and now they're like, look at how yellow her teeth are now versus I don't care. My teeth are yellow. Ooh, I have no problem with my looks, which means that your problem with my looks have no effect on me whatsoever. So, yeah.
You literally jump scared yourself when you saw your face without filters on it. So yeah, just keep being delusional, I guess.
I don't care. I'm prettier than 99% of gorlworld. That's for sure. Sorry, not sorry. Twitter's horror. I know, it's disgusting. What kind of you're gonna make fun of other people's lives when that's what you do for a pastime? Is like post people's teeth or how much rice they eat. I saw a reaction channel like, she's eating a ton of rice. Okay, dude, I swear they don't even watch my videos. All the rice I ordered in that last video, I ate like a portion of it, a very small portion.
You put humongous amounts of food in front of yourself, even when you've said to people that you're definitely going to start a diet or that you're on a diet. That's why it gets talked about. You have diabetes and eating that much rice is scary. That's why it's talked about. Nothing more than that.
How you treat others will come back to you. I don't understand. People being mean to strangers, it's only their karma. I know, exactly. Like her channel getting demonetized, definitely her karma. These people don't think that it's going to come back to they always wait for my karma. Hi, Sophia. What karma for what? Defending myself? I mean, really? Really? Cuba Rage, they always bring that up. It's funny because then again, I explain, I was very drunk. Okay, sure, that's my responsibility.
You've really got to stop blaming the alcohol. I can tell you most people have been as drunk as you were, and I'm pretty sure most of them have never ever turned into a racist asshole. That's just you.
But I was also at a time in my life where I just was like, went through the worst crap I ever, one of the worst times in my life of being manipulated and abused by people. And like, so what? Like that was like how long ago? So exactly, like, I'm sorry. That's why I'm not reaping what I sow, because I don't do that to people. I don't have a channel about other people making lies about them. I didn't steal anyone's pets.
Nobody stole any of your pets, but you have tried to murder a cat. You were laughing about it and threatening that you were going to take BBJ to the vet and you were just going to get her put down. So thank goodness someone stole your pet.
And your immigration experience, meow. Meow, honestly, no, because there's just, we're being private about that. And I don't want to give content to people hungrily waiting to know everything. You know what I mean? Like, they can all go to hell. I'm keeping all that private. They can continue to speculate and be wrong.
So you're happy to show doctor's records and God knows what else that you've shown in the past, but you won't show a certificate just to prove that you're married. Funny that.
I'm such a kind and real person, regardless of mistakes. Thank you. Yeah, I've never claimed my life to be perfect. I've never claimed to be a role model for people. I'm not responsible for what your children watch. I've never claimed to be an angel or a saint. I mean, obviously, I still have my issues. No one is free from sin. No one is free from being a bad person at times. And everyone has their limits, like try to stay away from, involving that crap on my channel because it's like poison. It really is. And I know that's a big reason that my channel hasn't gotten to 100K yet because I'm not consistent with it, but I'm also just like too negative sometimes. I allow it to get to me. And I fully acknowledge that. I'm not an idiot. Like, I know. But again, like sometimes I can't help it because it's just too hard to ignore sometimes, But aren't you waiting for channels to get deleted? No, I mean, I live my life in the meantime, but if it does happen, for some of them, I don't want all reaction channels to get deleted. That's not what I'm saying. But certain ones that I've raged about before, yeah, for sure. When it does happen, if one gets demonetized and it's deserving, friggin' right, whatever. You know, I make my own content, no matter how crappy it is, whatever people think. It's still my own. Some of them are much worse, exactly. Some of them are not reactions. Some of them are just stupid BS, hypocritical hate channels. When you have a hot mess past, you can expect the people who know about it or around when it happened do not hate you. What? But like anything I've done in my life has no effect on them. And that past has been over for like a year and a half now. So where does it end? It doesn't, because they were making good money off of my messy past. And now that it's not messy, they have to try to make a mess because they don't want to go get a effing job, you know? And you can say, well, you don't work either. Yeah, I do. I entertain people. Okay, whether it's eating and talking, it doesn't matter. It's my content. And I don't affect other people. I don't make fun of other people for it.
How about then, if you don't like YouTube's terms and you're sick of people reacting to your videos, why not go to a different platform and put your videos behind a paywall? And then only people that actually care about you will watch. And I'm pretty sure the reaction channels will survive and we'll find something else. So why don't you just do that then?
I mean, I don't agree with my past actions, you know, but I've owned them and I've moved on, at least, you know. My past actions though, like what, getting in an abusive relationship or getting high and drunk and saying some bad stuff, yeah, I own that. That's like not good, you know. But I'm not going to like sit here and apologize over and over and over for it. Like, come on, who hasn't gotten drunk and said some messed up things? And I remember that night being provoked by a lot of trolls and telling them off, whatever, who cares? Like, you know.
A lot of the people trolling were actually your VIBs. These are the sort of people that you have in your community. You understand why people would leave, yeah?
I don't know. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. No, Jay, I don't do the same things. I sit here and defend myself. Is that what you're talking about? You expect me to just not say anything, but you condone, let me guess, you condone everything that she says, calling my mother and everything, right? Got it. Okay.
This woman only reached out to you to try and help you and you just shoved it back in her face. And the way you did it was awful by giving her number. So yeah, I pretty much say what she says is fair game, don't you?
All we're doing is dishing it right back. So don't come for me. Thank you. A hot mess pass. Who doesn't? Are you kidding? Have you seen some of their criminal records? Look at FFG. She was in court for not paying her rent and she has the nerve to call me broke. She wouldn't have a dime if it weren't for me. So shut up and be thankful and kiss my feet.
It's funny that Frenchie's got everything paid off and you will be paying back taxes for years and years. How's that going, by the way? How much do you still owe? Like tens of thousands still?
There's literally nothing to react to about somebody like walking down the street who's fat. If you make fun of someone fat walking down the street, how is that a reaction? That's fat shaming. That's targeting. That's bullying. Bye. Delete that channel. They're stupid.
For the 1000th time, we don't get on you about your weight. There are so many things worse than how you look. However, you do tend to bring other people's weight into it. So expect to get it back.
Like, I don't know. I just really don't know what the big deal is. Like, I mean, yeah, I have a messed up past, but when does it become enough? Now you just look ridiculous, nitpicking the stupidest things.
So when you say stupidest things, do you mean things like being racist and being anti-Semitic and being an animal abuser? Are they these little, like, stupid things that you're bringing up?
You are becoming the lolcows that you make fun of. You're worse. 100% worse.
If that's the case, then why don't you react to the lolcows who are reacting to you? Is it because you're not witty enough and you've already tried to do it before and it was the most boringest thing in the world because nobody cares about what you have to say?
I'm gonna get mad very easily. So do I, teardrop. And people know that. They try to push it specifically. And then they cry and say, why are you mad?
You are the only one that can control how you feel. So take yourself out of a situation, maybe come off the internet for a bit because it's obviously not doing you any good at all and you've not got any better in the last year either. So maybe just, you know, like stop doing YouTube. As I always say, you don't need to do it, do you? Because you've said to us many times that you've got loads of money. So, you know, take a break. You deserve it. Have a Kit Kat. I really do love a good retro react because it just reminds me about how awful she actually is. Like every now and then I'm like, oh, bless her. And then I'm like, oh, no. She did this, this and this. So no, she's awful. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Wasn't really interested in what she did this weekend. So I didn't really want to make a reaction to it. I know that there are other channels out there that will have covered it. But yeah, I just felt like reacting to this video. It's been kind of filling up my phone for like last 6-8 months, so I just thought I'd actually do a reaction like I meant to when I recorded it. And thank you obviously to everyone. You've all been amazing. My followers have gone up and it's just so kind, so thank you for being here with me and I will speak to you all soon.